At the end of the day, if we're humans and we're not helping one another or helping our families, we're not doing what we were placed here to do, because our jobs aren't that important and our clothes don't matter and the car you drive is absolutely ridiculous. And if we're not helping each other, we're missing the human experience.
Supernatural. I'm wondering, what does supernatural fandom actually mean to you?
Pretty much everything.
I don't even know if you guys understand how defensive and protective I feel over you guys. Like, I feel like I just want to be the guy, like all the guys. And like, when something happens to these guys, it breaks my soul in 1,000 pieces. And I'm never there for it. I'm never there. But one day, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna go all Michael on one of these people. I'm gonna be like, hey, you're messing with my friend? Where'd you go? I just know that you're the man to pull it off, and you would do it too.
And I accept that. Thank you.
I don't have with the supernatural guys, man. This one's my heart. Supernatural is honestly, it holds its own place in my heart.
Probably the most important job I've done in my life. I've become the person I am for the first time in my life. I'm proud of who I've become for so many reasons. Truly proud, and I'm not talking about become as an actor, but become as a man. The friendships that I have from the show and the fandom. And I absolutely found myself through them.
It's so different. It's such a different fan base.
If you were to interview, I would say 100 fans, 99 of them will tell you I pour my heart out in honesty at a convention.
It's such like we're all one together.
They gave everything to me, and I emotionally gave everything I could back. And the line between actor and fandom got real blurry, and it feels so damn good. It doesn't mean that it's sappy, it just means that it's real.
We can share something real. We don't have to, show up and try to, pretend that we're some kind of celebrity or something. Like, we can be embarrassed in front of each other and just be normal people.
They accept me for the passionate, nerdy, weirdo, costume-wearing asshole that I may be sometimes. They accept me, and it's a beautiful thing.
It's not some of you guys may struggle with things. We also struggle with things, and it's an interchangeable thing. You guys help us and we help you, and it's a, hashtag fandom. I hate to get cheesy, but it is what it is. I mean, we're a giant weird-ass family.
How are your ribs?
Still broken. I would show you, but that would be awkward. Those of you that don't know the rib comment, I broke my ribs 4 weeks ago today, boxing, and so the last convention, I think it was 4 weeks ago. The last convention, it was like, I broke them a couple days before the convention, and I was like in agony the whole time. Broken ribs are terrible.
But you still hug us all.
That's what I do. That's what I do.
How can you be so positive all the time? Because there's no other choice.
Who the F would we be if we didn't stand up for something? You have this position, you've been gifted this blessed occupation as an actor, it's wonderful, director, whatever it may be. You must stand for something. There's too many situations in life where people don't stand up. We're lucky enough to have you guys, and we can stand up for you.
I spent 10 years depressed and dark, and then I decided I'm not going to be unhappy anymore. Even when days are rough and days are bad, I'm just going to get up and make the most out of it and smile and try not to get irritated about the things that irritate me, because life is short. Find a reason to be positive, and you'll find a reason to be positive.
I always wanted to be a veterinarian. All jokes aside, until I was in a sophomore in high school, I wanted to be a veterinarian.
Oh man, you know what? I was in college, I was going to Florida State, and I got in some theater classes, and they weren't really having it. They were like, who's Joe Jock in the theater class? Let's fail him. And they literally failed me out of the class, and I was like, I hate acting. Then I met this talent manager on accident, and she's like, why don't you come to LA for pilot season? I was like, oh, let me leave Florida, run away to California where there's no parents or nothing. Let me think about it. Okay.
It's my first time here and our first time nominated, of course, and we try to be the voice of teens and have a very relative story to what teens are going through in America.
And then I got into an acting class, like a serious film acting class, and absolutely fell head over heels in love.
What a beautiful sunset.
Like, dead serious. I started taking classes and I was like, this is what these people get paid for? I was like, this is the best feeling in the world. At the time I was like 22, and I was like, all this time of being raised in sports and being raised tough by a single father. My dad raised me from the time I was 18 months old. He had full custody of me. It was just me and him. And my whole life was about man and be tough and this and that. And I was like, now I get to cry? I was like, all these emotions just got to come out, and I just fell in love. The first thing I ever acted in was a show called South of Nowhere. Hold on. Those of you that are familiar with it, thank you for not booing me out of that one.
A week ago, my two brothers and I were in small town Ohio. Now we're in this huge city where everything moves faster, harder.
It was a great, groundbreaking show. It was the first show of its kind to have the top storyline to be about lesbian teens. It was a huge, huge thing.
I feel like something is different with me. But that's good, right?
My acting is so bad at it.
This is my boyfriend, Aiden.
Yeah, we met yesterday. Hi.
Hi.
Your brother's an ass.
Had the most iconic teen lesbian storyline to date, according to TV Guide.
Go watch the first season of it. There's this moment in the first season, I think it might be the first episode, where I'm standing in like the high school parking lot, and like this girl goes by and I go to wave, and I was so nervous. It was my first day on set ever, and I was just supposed to wave, no dialogue or anything, and my wave came out like this. I was like this. It was like... It was so bad.
And I have my shirt off all the time. But that's not important. What's important is I met my wife there.
The cast is so amazingly close. None of us hate each other except for I hate Matt. But I'm just kidding.
I like the rest of the cast except her.
And I also met, those of you who don't know, I never met my real mother. My parents divorced when I was 18 months old. It's not a soft spot, let's not get emotional. When I was 18 months old, my mom was an alkie, my dad got custody, raised me, mom never came back. So, that being said, I met basically my adoptive mother on that set, a woman, a writer, the show creator, Nancy Lee Myatt. She's a lesbian woman. Me and my wife recently married them.
Nancy Lee Myatt here to remind you guys that the South of Nowhere convention is coming up. It'll be a big fat family reunion.
So I essentially have two moms, yes. I feel so lucky to be part of something that had a message when you work in Hollywood. Anything that has a message and stands for something is beautiful.
The most surprising thing about being a father is every minute of every day, all the time. Everything is a surprise. I've summed up parenting in my 14 and a half weeks of parenting as soon as you can, the sooner you can accept being tired and being full of fear. Now I mean this honestly, the sooner you can accept being tired and accepting being fearful for your child, the better parent you'll be. At this point I'm only like 25% accepting of both, but literally, you know, you sleep very little for the first couple months and you're scared shitless always, and I imagine that it doesn't change as they grow older. I can remember being 18 and doing the shit I did and seeing the fear in my dad's face. So, to me, it's like, just accept not sleeping and accept being fearful, and welcome to parenthood.
So, since you guys are all fathers now, I wanted to know if you had any go-to dad jokes.
My son's 9 months old, so all his jokes go like... The other joke I tell my kid is like, please stop crying. Go back to sleep for 5 minutes, please. That's my joke.
What are you doing, Bug? We're going for a walk.
You kept me up all night long, and I don't feel well.
I become at a loss of words often because every day he progresses, he learns how to do something, it's every moment, he'll look in your face and then he smiles and you're like, oh yeah! It's the best thing in the world, but then you're tired all the time.